Good morning, chums. Don't know why I said chums. That is weird. Today I wanted to chat with you about hangboarding. It's quite a common feature now, especially during lockdown. Everyone seems to have gone and got themselves a hangboard, which is cool because they want to stay fit, they want to carry on that progression as much as they can with regards to the finger strength. So I wanted to just go over some key points that I think should be included and should be thought about in your sessions on the hangboard. Okay, so number one, warm up prior to your session. Okay, a hangboard is such an intense piece of kit. I'm 15.5 stone. I don't mind sharing it with you guys. Please don't judge. I am a podge. If I was to just rush in straight away with no warm-up whatsoever and load 15 stone on my fingers, I'm gonna hurt myself. So it's key that you warm up beforehand. And there's lots of different sessions out there to help you warm up. YouTube is fantastic for that. So take a look around, choose what warm-up is best suited for you. I will upload a little warm-up video, my warm-up video, the activities that I do prior to my session on the board. Number two. Okay, did you like that little sound effect? It was quite cool. I won't do it again. Number two is posture. Okay. When these aren't going in order, by the way, I'm just, as they come to me, whoosh, I'm gonna throw them out there. Hope that's cool with you. Anyway, posture. Okay, it's really important that you have the correct posture to reduce the risk of injury in your session. Okay, as I said before, loading so much weight onto your fingertips, you need your body to be in the correct position, as I say, to reduce risk of injury. Okay, so if your shoulders, say, are by your ears, get them away from your ears. Okay, try and lift your chest high without arching your back. I will show you in a moment what I mean by that. Numero 3. I don't know why I went into like pure different languages there, but what else? Okay. Number 3 is rushing in to adding weight too quickly. Okay, so this is quite a common theme where you just automatically assume, gosh, I'm going to be able to stick these holds and I'm going to add 60 kilograms of extra weight to my harness and hang off the board. Okay, please don't do that. Okay, ease yourself into your session like you would in your warm-up. You've eased yourself in there, you've done that correctly, you've got the right posture. Okay, don't add weight unnecessarily. Okay, if you're a beginner on the hangboard, see how it feels by just hanging it first. You might not be able to hang fully. Okay, you might not be able to take your feet off the floor. If that is the case, do not worry. Let's decrease the weight. Let's take weight off. Keep one foot on the floor. Add a pulley system if needed. There are lots of videos out there to help you set up a pulley system to take weight away. Okay, it's really important that you ease into your sessions. So that's number 3, just taking care of your body, listening to your body by listening to how much your fingers can take gradually. Okay, right. So I wouldn't recommend doing a hangboarding session in a climbing session. Okay, so if I'm at the wall, I wouldn't have a climb and then get on the board, get on the hangboard, because it kind of like defeats the purpose of the hangboard. You need to be really fresh. You need to pull as hard as you can whilst using this tool. Okay, if you do a 2-hour climbing session, bouldering session specifically, I'm using bouldering as an example because that's what I do, and then you get on the board, you're going to be tired, okay, from your climbing session. So what I would suggest is, as again, this is how I do it. If I have a hangboarding session, I'll use that as like a strength session where I'll get the barbell out and I'll be using weights, dumbbells, so on, and do a bit of maybe plyometric training or anything like that. Okay, so it's really, I mean, you fire away, whatever works for you, but you're going to get the best out of your hangboard session. You're going to see the most progression if you do it separately from your climbing session. Yes, the thing. Okay, so next point I wanted to chat about, and it's not really a necessity, but it helps me, is making a note. Get a journal, get a diary, and make a note of your daily or your sessions on the hangboard. That way you can monitor progression, and you're not like, oh, on Monday I've done this. What did I do last week? Was I able to do that last week? You've got written notes of how you've performed over time, and that for me really helps me to see where I'm at. Okay, there's lots of good apps out there as well. If you've got a Beastmaker hangboard, you can actually pay an extra, I think it's like £3 or something like that, for an app that gives you sessions. Okay, gives you activities to do on the hangboard, which is quite cool. And as I said throughout, YouTube is a fantastic tool to teach sessions to yourselves. Okay, so use what's out there. One more point: if you've only just got your hangboard and it's not up yet, don't put it too high that you have to jump to. If you jump to it, you're gonna hurt yourself. Okay, put it just above a door frame if you can. If you can't and it's not possible at all, don't worry about it. Okay, but just above a door frame that you can reach to every hold. Okay, if that is just an absolute no-go and you can't do that, put it in a place where you can stack a couple of pads maybe and then get onto it. Okay, it's really important that unless you're training for a specific activity and reason that you're jumping to it, it's not a good idea. Okay, you're definitely going to injure your fingers there. Yeah, so positioning of your board is quite crucial as well. This is not set in stone, this is not gospel, okay? This is all my opinion of what works for me. It might not work for everyone. If you've got pure steel fingers and you don't have to warm up and you've got the posture of an Adonis, just ignore everything I've said and you crack on with your life, okay? But I find this is really important for me, okay? So give it a go and see how you feel once you've warmed up. You've followed the points, you've followed the key things in this video. And if it works, is right. If it doesn't, well, I tried. Peace out.